Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the DFS experience for Friday, April 15th. This is the NBA play-in extravaganza, and we're going to jump right in. We're going to start with DraftKings. We're going to start at point guard. We got Trae Young at 9.7, McCollum at 8.9, Garland at 8.5. All very manageable. This slate is going to be harder than the first one because not everybody knows exactly what the rotations are going to be, about how many minutes these players are going to play, and who's going to play. You know, when I say who's going to play, I mean the bench players, the Alvarados, the Rajon Rondos, the DeLon Wright. So now you know. So it's going to be a lot harder. So you're definitely going to have to think outside the box to avoid having the same lineup as everyone else. So with that being said, let's see what we get. Young, McCollum, Garland, all in play. LeVert's in play. LeVert's got a big number to fill, 6,500. If I'm not mistaken, he was pretty slow in the beginning of the game and came on towards the end. That, if I'm not mistaken. So LeVert is fine. Reggie Jackson put up a 32, 7 for 18. They're all in play. Alvarado's in play because you're going to need value. Terrence Mann is 4,100. I'm pretty sure that's for a reason. He played 15 minutes, 1 of 1, 13 fantasy points. I don't know. I get confused with Terrence Mann because sometimes I think he's part of the future, and then sometimes he plays 30 minutes, and sometimes he plays 8 minutes. So I get confused. So I don't know. I'm fading Mann anyway, so it doesn't even matter. DeLon Wright is in play. He played 19 minutes. I'm not saying that you're going to get 22 fantasy points again, but it's about lineup construction. If you're going to say, oh, he's going to play 18, 19 minutes, I'm not playing him. He's $3,500, and all you need from him is about 19, 20, 22 fantasy points in a play-in 2-game slate. Like, that's part of team building, which is very important. And that's why a lot of people lose all the time, because they don't look at the team building aspect of it. They look at, oh, I'm not playing him. But do you know that playing DeLon Wright at 3,500 opens up the possibility of getting more players that you may want? Like, so when I get to center, I'm gonna show you what I mean. So shooting guard, Paul George is in play, McCollum, Ingram, Bogdan's in play, Norman Powell's in play at 5,300. I think he's kind of underpriced. Luke Kennard, I'm not sure if he's playing. Herder's alright, he's in play. Isaac Okoro was an absolute embarrassment. I'm good. Actually, I'm never going to play him again in life. I didn't play him. I suggested him, but towards maybe he got hurt. I'm not sure. Let me see. Maybe he got hurt. He only played 13 minutes. And I'm not sure why. So I'll have to look into what happened to Okoro. So don't quote me on that yet. So, if you want to play Okoro, I would watch the game, rewatch the game, and see what happened, why he only played 13 minutes. He only had 2 fouls, so I don't know if he got hurt or he just was playing bad, but if you want to play him, check in on that. Jetty, I don't trust, and I'm not going deeper than that. Small forward, Ingram, Markkanen, DeAndre Hunter's in play. Marcus Morris, I don't think put up a lot of fantasy points, if I'm not mistaken. 13, yeah. 5 for 11. Not much of anything else. I don't like this. No rebounds, 1 assist. No blocks, no steals. Marcus Morris is like, 6'8"? You're power forward, buddy. 0 rebounds. Yeah. So I'm gonna have to pass on Marcus Morris. Herbert Jones is absolutely in play. I highlighted Herbert Jones for the first playing game, and I'm highlighting him again. He's my absolute lock value. He plays hard, blocks, steals, rebounds. He does it all. Herbert Jones is my lock of the night. And that's it for me. Mobley, Kevin Love. "29 minutes, 36 fantasy points, 13 rebounds." Kevin Love, I know I talked him up last game, and that's because he had no choice but to produce. Who won Atlanta was going to stop Kevin Love? Capella? Was Capella going to come out to the three-point line and shut him down? No. Kevin Love's going to do what he wants to do while he has the minutes. The only thing we got to be careful of with Kevin Love is if Jared Allen plays. We'll get to that in a second. Gallinari, I'd rather play Gallinari than Marcus Morris. I'd rather play Covington than Marcus Morris. Let's just double check how many minutes he had. 18 minutes. Listen, if he's going to play 18 minutes in a playing game, I have better value. I have better players, so I guess I'll fade Covington too. Jackson Hayes, 20 minutes, 9 fantasy points. You can't really go by fantasy points when you're playing these playing games. You're looking at the minutes. That's what you're really looking at. I'm not really worried about fantasy points because I know what each player is capable of doing. I'm looking at the minutes. Isaac Okoro, he only played 13 minutes. I'm going to have to investigate and see why. Marcus Morris played minutes. He just, didn't produce. That's fine. I'm not going to play him. Covington only played 18 minutes. You got Zubac, you got Hartenstein, you got Paul George, you got Marcus Morris, you got a lot of bodies, Norman Powell. So Covington is not going to get those minutes, so that's fine. I understand why he's not getting those minutes. So it's not a problem for me to fade him because I'm only fading, 18 minutes of a power forward that may or may not, hit 4 or 5 threes while he's out there. What's the possibility of him going 4 for 4, 5 for 5 from threes with 3 blocks and 2 steals and 6 rebounds? It's possible, but not very possible. So it's all about probability. I'm okay fading Covington. And I'm sorry if I lost you on that explanation, but this is the playing game, and there's levels to this shit. So I just, sometimes I get lost in translation trying to explain what I'm looking at. So, that's why it's okay for me to fade certain people. Let's go to center. Valanciunas is a big number. I need 48 fantasy points from him. Because this is the second playing game for the Pelicans and the Clippers. Everyone knows their rotations. Everybody's going to have the correct plays. If I play Valanciunas, who's probably going to be 40% owned, I'm going to need 48 fantasy points from him. 40 is not going to cut it. Jared Allen at 7,500. I'm hearing he's in a lot of pain. I don't like playing injured players. I might have to go back to Capella. Capella with no Jared Allen is a check. They can't stop him on the boards. You've seen. Now, I ended up playing Capella because I figured he'll be able to do what he wanted to do. 29 minutes, 17 rebounds, 15 points. And I'm going to go right back to him because there's nobody that's going to stop him if Jared Allen doesn't play. If Jared Allen plays, I'd suggest you fade him because his job will only be to body up Capella and keep him off the boards. So, I might be right. I may not be right, but it's just advice. I'd fade Jared Allen as I don't think he'll be able to pay off his salary. tomorrow night. Okay. Zubac in play. Hartenstein plays 7 minutes. He's not in play. Moses Brown. What did I say about Moses Brown? I said if Moses Brown doesn't play, if he doesn't start, he may not play. He didn't even play. Batum started. He played 28 minutes. He did nothing, 19 fantasy points. But he was cheap. He was 4,300. He's 4,200. If you need him for value, it's not the end of the world. Hernangomez played 20 minutes, 3 for 11, 23 fantasy points. No, I'm lying. He didn't play. I don't know why I thought he played. He did not play. I swear to God, I thought he played. I swear I thought I saw Hernangomez play in this game, and he did not. Trey Murphy, 22 minutes. Alvarado, 21 minutes. Larry Nance, 14 minutes. Najee Marshall, 12 minutes. Devontae Graham, 7 minutes. Ali Hernangomez, 0 minutes. So he'll play 0 minutes again, unless there's an injury. Okay. So no Hernangomez, and Okongu's the last one I want to check. When you're playing a two game slate, you can't leave no stone unturned. Cause you usually don't go deep into the roster, but So okay, we have 17 minutes for Okongu, 8 fantasy points. I'm good. So that's everybody. So let's get 5 people that I like. I'm absolutely gonna start with Covington with Capella since I'm here, because I already know if there's no Jared Allen, he's going to demolish them on the glass again. That's an easy 40-50 fantasy points. Boom. Let's start at point guard, Trae Young. Trae Young lives for these big moments. He's going to send Cleveland home, pissed off, and he's going to wave at them goodbye. That's what he likes to do, wave bye-bye to people. So Trae Young can play. So now, and then on top of that, you got the synergy from Young to Capella. Okay, so shooting guard now. I don't think I want to fade Paul George. I don't think I want to bet against Paul George on a playing game when he's the only star and the ball is always going to be in his hands. And the rest of his team is not that talented. So I'm going Paul George. So, where is... Don't tell me that. Don't tell me that Norman Powell shooting guard only. Fine, no problem. So now we come back to guard and we pick up Norman Powell. Let's just double check something. 27 minutes, 23 fantasy points. 5 of 9, 9 shots, 3 rebounds, 4 fouls. You know what? Norman Powell has the ability to break a slate, offensive-wise. Herbert Jones has the ability to break a slate with his stocks. Where's Herbert Jones at? Herbert Jones is 4,800. I'm picking up Herbert Jones regardless. So I got Herbert Jones, and I'm gonna do Kevin Love. Because I know in my heart that these guys are going to put fantasy points up one way or another. Not worried about that. Can I get a team out of this? Going to be tough. Going to have to play like a Cora or Terrence Mann, DELON rights, stuff like that. But you're going to have to get creative. Might have to fade Paul George. Got to figure it out. But, that's DFS for you. You got to make the hard decisions, all right? So listen, we're about to jump to FanDuel. Just want to say, if you're watching this, thank you for being here. Welcome. Subscribe. Hit the bell. Thumbs up. If you need help building out a masterful play-in FANDUEL, DraftKings, Yahoo, or SuperDraft optimal lineup. Check out my Patreon, links in the description. I do everything for you. Send it out to you right before lock. You plug in the lineup, you win money, you eat dinner, you go to bed happy. That's all I got to say about that. Let's jump to FanDuel. Alright. Same suspects, different salaries. Trae Young, McCollum, Garland, Reggie Jackson, Rondo's 4,500. Okay. Alvarado's in play. DELON Wright's in play. That's about it. Another thing that I shouldn't have to tell you guys, but if you're new to DFS and you're not really sure, when you come into the play-ins and the playoffs, your player pool should shrink significantly. My player pool for NBA DFS is already tight. You understand what I'm saying? It's tight like an elephant's ass. So when I come to the playoffs and the play-in, it gets even tighter. You understand? So, don't get too cute. Don't be like, oh, let me play Tim Frazier, because no, Tim Frazier's not going to do shit, okay? Play what you know, alright? Let's go to shooting guard. Paul George, LeVert, Norman Powell, Herter's in play. Terrence Mann will be last man if anything, and I'll probably choose DELON Wright over him. I don't know what's up with Terrence Mann. And don't get me wrong, Terrence Mann can come off the bench and break the slate, but he doesn't do that often. Isaac Okoro, I have to see what's going on with him, why he played 13 minutes. I'm not sure. I don't know if he got hurt. I didn't see any notifications that he got hurt, so I'm gonna have to watch the game and see what happened to him. Okay, so no, I don't see nothing in the comments. Oh, you don't know what happened. No, I don't know what the fuck happened to Isaac Okoro, so I gotta go check. Okay, all right, I got time today. Devontae Graham, no. All these bums, no. Small forward. BI, Brandon Ingram is a monster, but you can't play everybody. I'll try to incorporate him as best as possible. Bogdan, I don't like guys with ankle injuries. If they say Bogdan's healthy, I guess, but I'm not high on him with an ankle injury. Markkanen, 57, he's alright. Gallinari, DeAndre Hunter's okay. I know Larry Nance played a few minutes. Let's see how many minutes he played. 14 minutes, 11 fantasy points. Listen, I'm going to tell you this right now. As in both playing slates, we absolutely smashed because I kept the player pools tight and just play like Nas Reed on the night that, I got lucky. I played Nas Reed on the night that Cat fouled out. And I didn't get lucky because Nas Reed was some big time revelation. I got lucky because Cat didn't do shit. So we ended up scoring very high, fading Cat and Cat not doing anything. And then I was able to pay up for Paul George and Trae Young and all these other people. You see what I'm saying? So there's a lot of different techniques into, making winning lineups. So you got to think outside the box with these slates. Yeah, so none of those jokers. Power forward. Mobley's in play. He's a little pricey though. You're gonna need 49 fantasy points from Mobley. Kevin Love, Hartenstein. I love to play, but I can't. Herbert Jones is my guy. He's gonna be my thumbnail. He's gonna be a lock on DraftKings and FanDuel. Yahoo. Super Draft, whatever. If there's a slate to be played, if Herbert Jones' name is in it, I'm playing it. Okay. Power forward. Listen, keep it tight at power forward. I'd stop at DeAndre Hunter if I could, and play Batum if that's your last man in. If you're playing a lot of lineups, you can play Marcus Morris, but I don't know if he's washed I don't know if he doesn't care, or if I don't know what's up with him, but he's not as reliable as he used to be. Let's go to center. Valanciunas, 8,500, the big number. 81 is big for Mobley. 77 is big for Capella, but Capella's going to have an absolute advantage if there's no Jarrett Allen. If there's no Jarrett Allen, you lock in Clint Capella, and that's it. Zubac's in play. Let's just triple check his minutes, because 31 minutes. Because I know Ty Lue be tweaking, and that's it. You stop at Zubac. Zubac has as low as you go. So let's get 5 guys and let's end this video, because I know you guys got things to do. So Trae Young's a lot. There's really nothing to talk about. Shooting guard, Paul George. Small forward. Can I get away with Norman Powell? Can I do... Let's pick up Herbert Jones. I could probably play this as a whole team. Then I'm going to pick up Capella. We got 55K left. And these 5 guys I love. I love Trae Young and George because they're going to have the ball in their hands. They're going to dominate. I like Herbert Jones because he can put up fantasy points without scoring. I like Clint Capella because he's gonna dominate Cleveland in the paint. And I like Norman Powell for his price on the possibility of what he could do if he hit his shots. You know what I'm saying? So that's that. So that's the end of the video. I'm gonna have the MLB video out soon after this one. Thanks again for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell and thumbs up. And if you need extra help, you know what to do. I'll see you guys later. Ciao.